Hello, welcome to Encounters with our Monday news. My name is Melissa. I'm one of the co-hosts. Today I want to talk about the things that happened at AstroWorld. We all obviously know about it by now. If you don't, go check it out. There's been a lot of things speculated. I'm just going to talk about my opinion. From what I saw, obviously I think it could have been avoided. I think it was a mess from the beginning with how people were trampling in, obviously, who didn't have tickets. They were the venue was overpopulated, so over capacity. So that is bad from the start. Now, from the videos I have watched, and I've watched a lot of different opinions and people who were there, with the whole ritualistic opinion about it, I can see it. I'm not going to say that I don't agree with it. Obviously, I don't know. I think anything's possible. I've come across many things that I didn't think were real and they ended up being. So I think it's fishy. I think it's kind of scary to think about. I think it's unfortunate for all those people to have lost their lives that they didn't need to. I thought it was very wrong that he did not stop the concert. He knew before 37 minutes of his show was finished that there was a mass casualty, and it was declared a mass casualty, and he kept going. I do think that when you're high up in fame, I do think a darkness can take over. I do think that includes, when we're low on energy, we look for things to give us energy, and we are energy. So I do think that there could have been a ritualistic play in this. I do think that there's forces that we do not know about that are out there, and when you have that fame and fortune and you have that power, you're asked to do things that necessarily maybe you wouldn't do if you weren't in this field. I think it's very important, as anyone who is in the public eye, to make sure that safety is the top priority for individuals. And if it's being something that you're being asked to do that you have no control over, then maybe get out of it. No one should lose their lives over trying to have a good time, going to see someone that they admire, what have you. I have watched, the videos I watched, there was a really weird vibe and energy to it, very uncomfortable. There was one with the frequency of the noise that was playing in between sets. It was like those frequencies that kind of make you go into that fight or flight response, that can trigger that. So I think all things played into a part of this. Obviously people are drinking, drug use is being done as well, and then take into the frequency of the music and him wanting people to kind of cause chaos and make more noise and make the ground shake. I don't know. I went down a wormhole in it, and I do think rituals are rituals. So whether you think it's a demonic ritual or it's just whatever, rituals happen all the time. So I do think it was a darkness to it. I do think he knew what was happening. I think it's silly to think that he couldn't see it from where he was standing. I don't think he cared, because he wanted all eyes on him. Ego. So I don't know. I think it's very important, even if you're a small creator on any sort of platform, you have to put out their safety. This is one reason why Ashley and I have discussed we would never go urban exploring or break into anywhere that we do not have permission on, especially if we bring people with us. Safety is the top priority, and we don't know what's out there. We don't know what people you're dealing with. You don't know. You might enjoy their music. You might enjoy their movies. Hey, you might enjoy our videos, but you don't know us personally, and we don't know them personally. We don't know their character. We don't know what they're about. So just be careful. And if you're a creator, make sure your fans and anyone in your life is safe. And if it's not safe, then stop. No one should lose their lives, like I said, over wanting to see a fun concert and go have a good time. I've been to many shows in my life. I used to be an emo kid, and go to shows where you'd slam dance and mosh, and if anyone was to get hurt, things would stop immediately and people would help each other. So it's very unnerving to watch that and see, one, people couldn't help people that had fallen because you're all squished like sardines, and that's why everybody was screaming, because if you went down to try to help someone out, you got sucked under too, so I can understand that. But yeah, I want to hear your thoughts on AstroWorld. If you went to AstroWorld, please tell us your stories. I recommend going to search it. There are people who posted videos and were like, oh, were we at the same concert? Because I mean, I had a good time. Don't take away from what happened. A lot of people lost their lives. A 10-year-old was severely injured. 14 and 16-year-olds were killed, and that's just, it blows my mind. So share below, and we will see you next time.